And we have one lady getting a little irate at us. Hello, welcome to Measure of Success, Deer Season 2018, Episode 7. This week we're going to show you the hunt from the night before Thanksgiving, and it's one of the wildest encounters we've ever had in the woods. Unfortunately, that didn't involve a whole lot of deer, but it did involve the neighbors. So let's jump right into it so you can check it out. So here we are, it's November 21st, 2018. We're back in here in a small sliver that's right next to the property that Nick has permission to hunt. It's almost 3 o'clock. Temperatures come up some, but the pressure's still high, so the deer are still supposed to be moving really good.
You can get off the property. You're not crossing through our land to get out here. You do not have my permission
Ma'am,
to cross my land to get to here.
Ma'am,
I have the right to stand on my property and make as much noise as I want.
I understand that.
Okay, so you can go
But-
elsewhere to a proper hunting grounds that's not near homes.
Ma'am,
Yes.
you're
Hello.
not on your property right now.
You crossed my property and my neighbor's property to get to here.
No.
You see the purple marks all along that fence line? No hunting.
Hey, ma'am, I have permission to be on that property.
You can go get on that property then,
Okay,
and
this-
you cannot cross our property.
Okay, this is POA property,
I get that.
and what we walked down was POA
You
property
walked
too.
across my neighbor's yard and my property.
No,
I own this lot
ma'am.
and that lot.
Ma'am, I understand that, but this ditch right here is not private property.
You're not shooting back here. Hello? Go ahead. I'll stand out here all night. I don't care.
Ma'am, I understand that. This ditch right here is POA property.
That's fine.
And I can walk down POA property, and I can have a deer stand on POA property as long as I'm 50 yards away.
Stay on POA property. That's okay.
What's that?
Go ahead and stay on POA property.
I'm on POA property right now.
Okay. And I'm on mine.
That's not your property right there in that spot.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll step back right over here because that's my property and that's my property. There. Is that better?
Hey,
I'll
ma'am,
make it quieter for you.
ma'am, so I have a question. Ma'am, I have a legitimate question.
You can go to a proper hunting grounds that's not within people's homes.
Okay, hold on. I have a question. Can you stop banging on the pot for me long enough to ask the question?
Go away and hunt in a proper area.
I will hunt right across that fence where I have permission to be,
Great.
and I will walk down this ditch to get here on the POA property because I'm a POA member.
On POA property. Okay.
Sit here and let her bang on a pot in the woods. This is how she wants to spend her Wednesday night.
Good luck hunting.
It'd be very interesting. Call the cops now and have them show up while she's doing this harassing hunters. Should be called fishing game or called beneficial?
I think you have to send it to fishing game.
I'm just gonna go over and show her the law about harassing hunters, and then we'll figure out what we want to do in next steps.
I understand. I feed these deer to keep them alive through the year, not for somebody to shoot them, because they're getting squished out. There's more homes here, there's less space for them. With the bike trails, it doesn't help. Okay?
Trust me, I
So, therefore, I don't want anybody, I've already got an arrow up in the tree, not from you guys.
Yeah.
But I'm not having that again.
Well,
And nobody's gonna hurt these deer.
well,
If you want to pull out GAS and tell me I'm 10 feet off my property, fine. I'll stand over there and bang my fan.
Well, I understand. But I have permission to be on that property.
Okay, then go on that property. I don't care.
So,
That's fine.
So if I'm on that property,
Mm-hmm.
and I use this bridge, which is better than the property,
Okay, that's fine.
to get to that property, you're okay
Okay,
with it?
I appreciate that. That is fine. I don't like people hunting, so I must leave you alone.
Well, I'm on that property.
No, I
Did
don't
I have
care.
permission to have?
Sure,
to
I
hunt?
don't care because I don't want the deer hurt.
Man,
I don't care.
I'm
I
going-
understand. You're being lawful and using POA grounds. You have permission to hunt on that
So-
property. Cool.
So I'm going to tell you something.
Okay?
If you do that,
Yes.
I will contact Game and Fish, and
Okay.
that's hunter harassment, and that's a ticket.
Oh, so I can stand on my property and watch you shoot Bambi in my backyard?
That is
Well,
not
you
your
do
backyard.
that, you can call and give me a ticket for making noise. Because I can stand outside my home and blare my music if I want to. You can call the police and tell them it's noisy. They'll say, fine, she can make noise till 10 o'clock at night. Guess what?
I'm just trying to get to a place where you can enjoy
If
what
you
I've
shoot
got.
what I enjoy, it's dead.
Feeding is also
No,
CWD,
but
which kills them.
You don't get to decide who shoots deer and who doesn't.
And you don't get to either in this situation. Because guess what? As long as I'm here banging the pan, ain't no deer gonna die. After I'm gone, you can do what you want, but you know what? As long as I'm here, I'm banging the damn pan.
Ma'am,
Call deer and fish on me. I don't care. Okay?
I understand that
No.
you're passionate about the deer.
Exactly. And you should go to a proper hunting ground, not in people's backyards. Yes, you have permission, but it doesn't make it right.
Hey, we're trying to have a
I'm just
conversation.
standing on our land and banging a pan. I'm making noise as I choose to. That's all. They're on common ground. They have permission to hunt over on that side where it's purple marked, and that's their right. I'm making noise as I choose to.
Can you come down here too, please, for a second?
She ain't gonna get any. You ain't getting any further with her than you are with me.
I'm not walking down there.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I didn't mean to call you. Can I come up there?
Yeah.
Says if I continue to make noise, they'll call game on streets on me. I'll get a ticket for hunter harassment. So I can't play music or
That's not what we want to do.
in my own backyard.
The other neighbor seems to be pretty reasonable so far.
Here's all I care about. Okay, I have animals. This lady over here has animals. She's already called us off. My land. That's my land. All my land. Okay. Okay.
I actually have to live on that property. If I choose to, and do it
We just have a lot of deer that we
And that's the thing. I'm not feeding them for your
so that because we watch them out here and stuff, and so we've got some deer that we've been feeding for 3 years now. And there's a group of about 4 to 5 of them that come between here and I just want to show them. If I'm being they're like this big.
Lady in the blue is being very reasonable. She's having a good conversation.
I don't want anything done on my land. And if they're little, there's none. You ain't gonna, you're
the
gonna find
largest
those over
antler
there.
is a 4-inch.
Yeah, they're
That's
little.
it.
The ones we see back here and that we feed are little. They're little.
You have to go by the orange bird.
Yeah, that's where the big ones are.
Well, yeah. Got one.
Okay. Well, yeah, then that's not the one that I've been taking care of.
Yeah, so my goal is
Just off her land and off my land.
Yep.
That's all I care about.
so we actually walk right down the bottom of that hill over there, which based on what I can tell by the GIS. Nick's actually doing a great job of talking to him. He's keeping his demeanor very calm, cool, calm, and collected. And he's actually just about got both of them in agreement now. As long as we don't touch their property, that they'll be fine with it. And as long as we don't shoot small deer and does, which we have zero interest in doing, they're just about in agreement and being pretty cool with it, actually. Tough thing is when you're in full camo and you have weapons, it's just really difficult to approach people and not come off as intimidating or come off as being really aggressive towards hunting. But Nick's doing a great job of keeping us cool, and I think we've just about got this ironed out. It'll ruin the hunt for tonight, but we'll see. I think it's going to work out pretty good.
I'm good with it. It's just you've got a couple of. I mean, she's from Pennsylvania, so these deer here are babies. And you just don't hunt in behind people's homes. You just don't do that. And I mean, you don't do that in Texas where I'm from. You know, you hunt places where you go unless you own the land.
Well, and this place right here is just for me. So if it would help, please do that.
Yeah, because I don't want mine that I've been feeding for 3.5, 4 years now getting shot.
So
I just don't.
we will move across over to at some point.
Yep.
So at some point, I'm good.
I didn't even know it was happening until she told me, and I told somebody's walking on my land.
Yeah, no, we
Don't
actually,
want it.
yeah, we made sure that we stay on the other side of that
Yeah.
bridge. Because, according to what I can see, you and then pretty much go right back to where that water runs through the ditch.
We got some little ponds with mamas that have been, and they bed down over years. And I just don't want anything happening to them.
No, we don't.
I'm good.
If we are lucky enough to harvest one, we'll make sure that we take it back to that top of it and get those pieces out.
Yeah, because I don't want bobcats
Yep, no, we'll take it up to that
or
property.
coyotes. I don't want coyotes out here because if they get in and hurt one of my dogs.
So for you guys, we'll move over to the other side of this.
And just watch the little deer. That's all. Because I've been taking care of them
No
babies.
harm, no babies, but we're going to shoot one. We'll go to the other area.
I'm
Like I say,
cool.
I've already got the one.
Wonder if Nick's gonna hug it out with his new friends. And he did shake. I think he just shook hands with our pot banger.
So we agreed to a few things that made them comfortable with us hunting in the area, and if you didn't catch it on the video, I'll outline them for you here. Number one, we agreed that we would move the stands across the fence onto the private property that I had permission to hunt. Sorry, Brent, I gave away your spot to hunt way too easily. Number two, we agreed that if we did harvest a deer, we would take it out the other end of the private property where there wasn't the potential for them to see us dragging out a deer through the ditch behind their house. And number three, we agreed that we wouldn't shoot small deer, that we would only shoot mature does and bucks. And finally, we agreed that we would continue to access the same way that we did, which was not setting a foot on their property and staying on the public ground. Granted, it is a small sliver of public ground, but there is a sliver of public ground there that we were using to access the set. With that, I actually got a happy Thanksgiving, which is a lot better than what I could have got when I first got down out of that tree, which is hitting the head with a pan.
Have a nice Thanksgiving.
Oh, and he even got a nice Thanksgiving. How about that?
So the takeaways for me from this hunt are, number one, know the hunter harassment laws in your state and who you have to call to enforce them. Number two, we probably could have avoided that situation. We stopped and talked to those folks about hunting in that area prior to season. And number three, don't be afraid to get down and have a conversation. The hunt was ruined anyway, and I know that it's intimidating, as Brent said on the video, to try to have a conversation when you're all decked out in camouflage. But at the end of the day, I wasn't just going to sit there and let her bang her pot when I was hunting legally. So with that, I hope you got something out of this episode. We look forward to seeing you for episode 8, and have a blessed week.